Hi, welcome to another boardshop.co.uk surfboard review. Welcome to the world of surfboard fetish. This is the latest of boards to get overexcited about. The Rob Machado for Firewire Moonbeam. I said Moonwalker because that was its original name and that's what's on this sample board. But forget that, it's the Moonbeam. Repeat after me, Moonbeam. So, what's it all about? What's it for? What's the little fella gone and created now? So it's designed to be a small weak wave board to maximise speed, turning ability, performance and general exhilaration when the waves are relatively weak, small, etc, etc. It'll go from about thigh high to head high and features the trademark Machado scoop, this massive concave down the length of the board, which he now calls the board eat board concave for some bizarre reason. But it works. It generates heaps of lift and then heaps of speed. And the key thing about this board is that the real aim for it is to be able to let you surf it aggressively, tight in the pocket or in smaller waves, where if you push a board, grovelly type board too hard normally, it's too flat, you bury the rail, you sink, you bog down, what have you. So what he's done, he's whacked in a bit more nose rocker than you'd get in a normal small wave board, a little bit more tail lift, and this little moon tail. So what that means is you can surf the board aggressively, really bury the rail without digging the nose in and without bogging down. The moon tail, there's a lot of discourse about tail shapes and what have you, and about the moon tail in particular. The moon tail is designed to give you more hold in those small conditions. So to carry the speed through, it just extends the rail line a little to give you that extra hold and then the drive and the speed. Certainly looking at him surf it, it seems to make a difference. When I surf it, not so much. But there we are, it looks good and it apparently works, so there we are. It comes as a 3-fin setup, just your standard mid-range fins in FCS, something Neo Glass, in future something like the Alphas. If you put something too stiff in it, for normal surfing, for European surfers and for us kind of surfers, it can overpower the board a bit. Now, the key feature, having spoken to a couple of people at Firewire who've surfed this board, is the control of the speed that it generates. A lot of grovelly small wave type boards are very flat, late nose and tail rocker, and very minimal rocker, and so they do zip along, but quite often you find yourself too far out in front of the wave, too far down the shoulder, and when you try and cut back or turn, because they're so flat and probably bulk in the rail, it doesn't really work. And the whole idea of this big scoop, the board eat board scoop, I'll just call it a scoop from now on, is to control that speed. So you've still got the ability to turn even when the board's absolutely banging down the line. You can turn it without bogging a rail and without the board sliding away. So if you're looking for a board to maximise fun in small waves, up to about shoulder head high, I should think, this is a really good alternative to a little groveler or a step-uppy type groveler. Like his other boards, the Go Fish and the Midas, the shapes have been well researched, surfed by him, and they really do work in a vast range of conditions, and for different skill levels, just size the board accordingly. What we have here is a 5.8, 29.8 litres. That's pretty much how it's going to size up. For me, 75 kilos, 6'1", good looking, probably 6 foot, 35 litres. That's kind of normal small wave board volume for me with a wetsuit, etc, etc. So stick to your normal volume and it'll work well for you. Last point, it's in the LFT construction, you know, sunken stringer that you can't see. So continuous flex through the board, so you get a really snappy, responsive kind of ride. Probably the closest feeling to PU of all the epoxy technologies. It's much tougher than PU, and if you've ever surfed it, it actually feels nice to surf. It works in the Evo and various other boards. So, and it's a technology that Machado has chosen for his boards with Firewire. That's it. Basically, the Moonbeam, not the Moonwalker, pretend you haven't seen that. A really good all-round fun little small wave board which generates heaps of speed and still allows you to really push your surfing and be aggressive. It's available online right now. Don't forget you can trade in boards against it. 0% finance, All the details are on the website, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.